All right, so this is going to be day 1 of animation. And as we start this day of animation, the first thing that we're really going to take a look at is our organization and naming of items. I'm really not that great at organization to start with, hence to my desk some days. And I preach that we should have layers and name our layers. I'm really good at having layers. I'm not very good at renaming my layers very often. But in this case, shape 4, I just managed to delete, not what I was trying to do. I'm going to double click and I'm going to rename that eye. Shape 5 is my eyelid. And at this point, I could go ahead and take these 2 items and I could animate them. And that's what I am going to do to demonstrate a piece of animation today. Now, some of you might choose, if you have eyeballs, you might do more of the eye roll, similar to a last lesson, and you can feel free to go back to that lesson to take a look. But I'm going to extend this lesson today, not just me animating my eye, but kind of some of the copying that you're going to need to do to have bodies with all of your eyes. So the first thing that I need to do is I am going to stick the eyelid and the eye in a group. And I am going to name this eye. Then I need to have one eye group that's open, one eye group that is closed. Okay? At this point, everybody should be listening and watching this lecture. Yesterday was your 3rd day of design. We're all on the same page today. At this point, everybody's attention should be directed up here, please. I am going to take this eye layer and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm now going to name one eye open, maybe, and eye closed. Eye open is going to look just like it is. So I'm going to turn that off. And eye closed, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to close that just a little more. And that is eye closed. There's one little piece that I don't like. When the eye is open, I don't like. You really want to check for any mistakes that might exist, because once we start merging layers and things like that, it's a little more challenging to change. Okay, so I'm happy with my eye open, eye closed. So something we have to think about is how many frames, please put your attention up here, how many frames are we going to have in our animation? And you may need to write some information down to help you with this. So if the only animation I had was my eye opening and closing, how many frames would I need? 2, okay? So I know for my animation I'm going to need at least 2 frames. So on my little scratch piece of paper, I have 2 tally marks and I have the word eye written. Now my tongue, which I'm not going to animate today, but I need to go ahead and think and plan for it. How many poses does my tongue have? 3. So for my tongue to do a complete revolution, I'm going to need to have at least how many frames? 3. Okay. I have these spikes, and I think my spikes are going to rotate. So it would kind of depend how I wanted to do this. Let me take a look how I might want to. So if that's one position, 1, 2, I don't even know if you'll see that change. 1, 1. I think two frames for my spikes is probably going to be good. And I don't think in the, I think I'm going to have his feet kind of come up and back down. So his feet are going to have 2 pieces of animation. And I'm going to have his hair follicles kind of switch back and forth. So maybe I have 3 for that because I got to have 3 for the tongue. So I am going to have 3 true. When my animation is actually done, I'm only going to have 3 layers. Does that make sense? Okay. So I have to have 3 body bases to work with. So this blue and this red large portion, nothing on, shouldn't say nothing because that's not true. The hair follicles are going to move, but those are my base pieces that nothing is going to happen with. These 2 items are going to remain 100% stationary no matter what. So I've just put those items together. Remember, everybody's attention should be up here, and I'm going to name this body. So if I want to be able to see any animation that I have done so far today, I need to take my body and my eye open and eye closed and kind of bring those together. So I'm going to take these 2 layers Did I pass my body? I want them on top of the body. Oh, did I not succeed? Where did they go? Okay. They went in that folder, not where I wanted them, so I'm going to move them out, hopefully. Oh, good. I can drag that up there. Okay, so I have my eye open, eye closed, and body. I am going to make a copy of the body. Okay, copy of the body and my eye closed. These 2 layers are going to get merged together. So this is my body with an eye closed. I'm now going to do the same thing with eye open and body. And now if I rename them, is it underscore A underscore? I had to double check myself. I was just going to do underscore A, but it's underscore A underscore. And now if I want to test my animation, I'm drawing a blank here. I can do export. No. Yeah, thank you. So I can see, now I can see that somewhere there's a glitch and my body is moving. I don't even know how that happened, but my eye is rapidly blinking, and that was part of my goal. So I can go back and, you know, maybe this is where I decided this is one reason we do a monster. Maybe it's okay that my monster bounces. I didn't intend for him to bounce, but I don't want anybody to get stressed out over this project about something's not behaving the way they thought it was going to. And that's one reason we do a monster. You never know exactly how he's going to behave. Okay? So did those pieces kind of make some sense of what I had to do there and why I had to do them? So then tomorrow in our lesson, I will probably do his tongue and the hair follicles. But I'll have some organization that I need to do there. I'll want to name each of my tongue layers. I'll need to pair them with bodies and things like that. Okay? All right. You guys can go ahead and get started on animation today. You can pick what you want to start with. That choice is completely up to you.